Howdy guys. I want to talk to you a little bit today about the future of YouTube. Now, I'm sure by now most of you have seen the new thresholds that they've put out for monetization here on the tube, right? And if you haven't, starting February 1st, you still need 1,000 subscribers, but you're going to need 8,000 watch hours. Now, that's a pretty big mountain to climb. I know the 4,000 watch hours is pretty tough by itself, so 8,000 is a pretty good chunk. So it's going to take a lot more work, a lot more dedication, a lot more time that a lot of us don't have. Now, if you reach the current monetization thresholds before then, you're going to be grandfathered in. Now, for how long? I have no idea. Okay, they didn't put a time limit on it, but I'm assuming it's not going to be forever. Eventually, you're going to have the 8,000 watch hours. Now, I'm not really worried about that, and I'll get to that in a minute here. The people who kind of track this stuff and kind of predict where things are going that I've been talking to, who know far more about it than I do, have said this trend is going to continue. Okay, they're going to keep raising the bar and raising the bar and raising the bar. And it makes sense, okay, from a business point of view, because, you know, they're trying to increase profits. So there's only so many views, there's only so many advertisers you can get. Eventually you kind of hit a wall. Happens with every business. So you have to start coming up with other ways to increase profits, and those other ways are going to be, well, we're not going to pay as many people. Now, this is it's okay before everybody starts freaking out and say, oh no, I'm going to lose a bunch of my channels and that. Yes and no. Eventually YouTube's going to turn into more of a network TV station. Okay, there's going to be 50 or 100 people making videos, big budget production team, TV-like show videos. Okay, I mean, these people who got production budgets and teams of people working on these things, and that's all you're going to get, basically. And it's like anything else. Okay, the more popular the channel is, the more popular the show is, the more they can charge for ad revenue. Look at the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is a great example. We've all seen the ridiculous amounts of money these companies spend to run an ad during the Super Bowl. Why? Well, because it's a very popular show on TV. You know, the games, everybody watches the Super Bowl. I don't, but anyway, irrelevant. So they're going to turn into more than that. Now, there's two reasons why this doesn't concern me one bit. And the second one is the most important one. But the first reason is I've never started doing this with the expectations of actually making, you know, ooh, I'm going to be a big YouTuber, I'm going to make all this money. No, that was never part of my plan. You know, I always figured, hey, if I get to the point where I make enough money to cover the subscriptions for the things that I use to make my videos, then that's beautiful, right? So that's all I ever really worried about. But the second reason, and this is the important one, is this is going to create a void. It's going to create a need. The small channels, the small creators are going to get pushed out. And right now there's basically no place to go. Okay, Rumble, but you know, they never really worked the bugs out of that. Rumble's not really a viable alternative at this point in time. Now maybe they'll change things, I don't know, who knows. But if you create this void, if you create this need, which is what they're going to end up doing, somebody will come along and fill that void, fill that need. So there's probably, my guess is sometime down the road, there may be somebody working on it right now. I don't know. Another platform will pop up and cater to the smaller channels, at least at the beginning, just like YouTube used to do, and fill that need. So your favorite channels and your favorite creators and all that are smaller are not going to disappear. They may end up not being on YouTube anymore, but something will come up to fill that need, fill that void, and everybody will just move to whatever that platform ends up being. And like I said, that could be in the works right now. So don't panic about all this. Don't think, oh, YouTube's going to push the people. Well, yeah, I mean, they probably are, but we're not going to disappear. We just might not be on YouTube anymore. So, and of course, the channels you watch I'm sure they'll let you know, hey, we're moving to whatever the next thing is. But yeah, that's kind of the future where things are going here on YouTube. They're going to turn into basically a network TV station, subscription-based streaming channel, to where you're basically going to have big creators and not much else. So, but like I said, don't panic. Don't start freaking out, thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to watch my channels and my people anymore, and we'll end up somewhere else. I don't know where that's going to be. Like I said, somebody will come up and fill that void, fill that need, just like every business in the world. When there's a need, somebody pops up and fills that need. So somebody will pop up and fill this need too. So it's not the end of the world. It is going to change some things. And if you're a creator and you're watching this, like I said, we are grandfathered in. There's a sweat bee in my car. If you reach the thresholds by February 1st. So if you need some things, watch hours, subscribers, whatever, before then, you better work on it. I'm still a little short myself, so I got to, might be some long live streams coming up, things like that. But again, that's not going to last forever. They did not put a time limit on how long you're going to be grandfathered in, but I guarantee it's not going to be forever. There is going to come a time when they're going to say, okay, now everybody needs the 8,000 watch hours, or maybe they'll raise it again. I don't know. But don't panic. Like I said, just keep an eye out, and of course I'll try to keep you updated if something pops up, an alternative to YouTube pops up, and I'll keep everybody updated, because probably a bunch of us are going to move. So that's just where it stands right now. That's the future of YouTube, and yeah, it kind of sucks. It does. But that's how business works. Okay, if you don't keep increasing profits, your shareholders get upset, and then they make you sell your company. So that's just, is it right? No, it's not right. But it's just how things work. I got a sweat bee in here that is trying to get me. So, yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Keep doing the things. None of us are going anywhere right now. We'll still be here. We'll be doing the things. We'll be putting out the content, doing the live streams, interacting with everybody. And but just get ready to jump whatever the new thing is. So, hey, we'll see you all the next time. Keep prepping, do the things. OBP out.